Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa. My name is Brent Nicole, and I serve as Vice President on the FirstU Board of Directors. Normally, if you would like more information about First Unitarian, it would be available at the welcome table at the back of the pews. However, while the FirstU building is closed because of the COVID-19 virus, you may instead contact us through email at welcome@firstunitarianottawa.ca. I repeat, for more information, please email us at welcome@firstunitarianottawa.ca. After this service and future services, our normal hospitality hour will be replaced by a virtual getting together on Zoom, usually starting at 11:30 a.m. Sunday mornings, Ottawa time. If you would like to join us for hospitality hour on Zoom, you can find information on how to do so in our weekly email newsletter, the EUU, or on our website, www.firstunitarianottawa.ca. Whatever your heritage, whatever your faith, however you identify, and whomever you love, today you are part of our spiritual community. Welcome. We hope you come back soon.
Good morning. My name is Ian Hill, and I am the ministerial intern here at First Unitarian Church of Ottawa. I am delighted to be serving as one of your worship leaders today. Even though our doors have been closed since March, our congregation has remained active and connected. We continue to be a vibrant congregation with open minds, spirits, and hearts. I hope this moment finds each of you well. Although we find ourselves in separate places, here we are together online, listening, connecting, and soon singing. But before we get to that, I have some announcements. In these times, our staff are working remotely, monitoring emails during usual working hours. You will find their remote work phone numbers and direct emails on the staff directory page of our website. For all who may not know, it is more important than ever to sign up to receive the EUU, our weekly email newsletter. You can also check out our Facebook page and our website for notices and updates. Our online calendar is as full as ever. We have trivia nights, discussion circles, online bridge, climb action, meditation, Sunday morning forums, and how to get involved with the annual pledge drive. Also note that I will be leading an upcoming adult religious education program called Spirit of Life. It starts this Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Zoom. Space is limited to 25, so please sign up using the link to Eventbrite found on the website or in the EUU newsletter. For those looking for details on the winter clothing drives for Urban Indigenous High School and our annual Mitten Tree recipient, the Snowsuit Fund, please check out the EUU for more information. Lastly, I know some of you may have been a part of the Canadian Unitarian Council's fall gathering this weekend. At 1 p.m. today, you can join the CUC's virtual national service, Sustaining Our Light. The service will be available by going to the CUC's YouTube channel. That concludes the announcements. Welcome, everyone.
From the light of days remembered burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling siblings still to witness to the life of liberty. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a greater justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meets to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
Chalice, chalice, burning bright, help remind us with your light of how we
everyone. Hope everyone is doing fabulous on this Sunday. Today I'm reading to you a short story, and it's about peace. It's titled, What is Peace? And it's written by Wallace Edwards. And good news, I have a copy of the book so you guys can see the images. So let's get started. What is Peace? By Wallace Edwards. Is peace old? Is peace new? Is it near? Is it far? Do you need to find it? What is peace? Is peace for one? Is it for many? Is it a wish? Is it a dream? Can it hold a world together? What is peace? Can you study peace? Can you learn peace? Is it a struggle? Is it a lesson? Do you need to understand it? What is peace? Is peace quiet? Is peace noisy? Is it still? Is it lively? Is it any way you want it? What is peace? Is peace sad? Is peace lonely? Is it thoughtful? Is it tender? Can you find it in goodbye? What is peace? Is peace happy? Is peace joyful? Is it silly? Is it playful? Does it show itself in laughter? What is peace? Is peace higher than a mountain? Is peace deeper than an ocean? Is it in the sky? Is it in the waves? Is it everywhere at once? What is peace? Is peace tame? Is peace wild? Is it captive? Is it free? Can you put a wall around it? What is peace? Can you buy peace? Can you sell peace? Is it expensive? Is it free? Can you put a price upon it? What is peace? Can you express peace? Can you perform peace? Is it a dance? Is it a song? Is there an art to reveal it? What is peace? Can you balance peace? Can you give peace? Is it up? Is it down? Is there partnership in peace? What is peace? Can you break peace? Can you mend peace? Is it delicate? Is it powerful? Can you find peace and forgiveness? What is peace? Is peace strong? Is peace gentle? Is it innocent? Is it wise? Will you know it when you see it? What is peace? Hi again, I hope you enjoyed that story. I loved the illustrations in it. Please remember to check the EUU for the RE lesson. And this Saturday we will be having our Zoom session for the UU kids. So for the Zoom link, please look in the EUU. Wishing everybody a very happy Sunday. Bye.
This is the time when we can send our earnest hopes or wishes, which some people call prayers, to the people who we care about. I invite you to think about your relationship with this community and how it can support you in the good times and the not so good. Think about your hopes and your hurts and how sharing them with like-minded people can make you feel. In this COVID time, it is difficult often to get together in person, and we can lose touch with the people we care about quite easily. So I encourage you to contact people by phone or by Zoom, and if you can get together in person, that's even better. But this time makes it a little more difficult. So do the best you can to keep in touch. It's good for everybody. Let us also lift up those who are persecuted for their beliefs, those who have experienced the ravages of war or the pain of bigotry, those whose lives and livelihoods have been uprooted by violent weather, those who are homeless or starving while we live in relative abundance, those who are lonely and in the need of the company of friends, those who are imprisoned, those who mourn, those who are in the need of comfort, and those who are victims of violence, those who are suffering from an illness of body, mind, or spirit. May they find comfort and healing in the days that lie ahead. Let us hold these people and all people in our hearts and minds. Now is the time in the service where we recognize the personal joys and concerns that people in the congregation have shared with us. We do this by placing stones into a bowl of water and allowing the ripples to go out into the universe so that they may have support or celebration with their deepest thoughts. As the number of COVID cases continue to be of concern, let us think of one of our own with collateral damage from COVID. We are thinking of Sharon and hoping test results having to do with heart-related issues continue to be encouraging. We hope that now that the election is nearly over, in the sense that peace may begin to settle in the south of our border. We rejoice with women and people of color everywhere that the US election has resulted in several firsts for them. The first female vice president, the first Black vice president, the first Asian American vice president, and the first second gentleman. We will now place a last stone, recognizing all the cares and concerns that people are holding in their hearts.
Light one candle for the justice warriors, with thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. But light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand.
Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears.
Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, that anger won't tear us apart. And light one candle to bring us together with peace as the song in our heart.
Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears.
What is the memory valued so highly we keep it alive with that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? Have we come this far, always believing that justice would somehow prevail? This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail.
Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears.
Yeah. I said this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Everybody say this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, let's stay right there. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When they tell you can't be nothing, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When you come from poverty, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When they tell you you ain't beautiful, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Talk to him, Luke. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Talk to him, Dave. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Ooh, shine, shine. Shine, let it shine, 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 let it shine, shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time, say, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh, how I love that song. From the time I was a young child, I've adored those sweet, simple lyrics. It wasn't until I was an adult that I realized just how not simple those lyrics are in practice. I mean, it sounds easy to just let my light shine, but when I consider the refrain Toby Nguegwe added before the chorus, when they tell you you can't be nothing, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When you come from poverty, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When they tell you you ain't beautiful, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hearing that with my adult ears makes that old children's song sound a lot more complicated than it originally seemed. When I applied the concept of these lyrics to injustices that are essentially the same as being told you can't be nothing, I think of times throughout history when people with marginalized identities have been told they couldn't be something because they were black or weren't white, because they didn't speak English or French here in Canada, or maybe they were told they couldn't be something because they weren't completely able-bodied. I imagine being in these situations and being told to shine anyway. You might be facing poverty, yet shine anyway. People say disrespectful things and say you ain't beautiful, don't honor my physical appearance, and I'm supposed to shine anyway? When I reflected more deeply on the words of This Little Light of Mine, I thought back to when I first learned the song. It was in Sunday school at the Baptist church I attended as a kid. I considered the Christian context of the lyrics and remembered some of the scriptures I heard about the song while growing up. Now, at this point in my life, I've let go of a lot from my Baptist roots. But I also got to say that I find some biblical teachings to still ring true under the interrogation of my UU-minded logic. One of those teachings is salt and light, found in the book of Matthew in the New Testament. I'm going to share the text from two different versions of the Bible because I appreciate the way each conveys particular verses. The Voice version of Matthew 5 and 13 through 16 opens with a piece of context before the verse 13 begins. It reads, "Salt draws out the flavors subtly hidden in food and preserves what would otherwise spoil, as do those who claim to be children of God or children of the source of light." Verse 13 begins, "You, beloved, are the salt of the earth. But if salt becomes bland and loses its saltiness, can anything make it salty again? No, it is useless. It is tossed out, thrown away, or trampled. And you, beloved, are the light of the world. A city built on a hilltop cannot be hidden. Similarly, it would be silly to light a lamp and then hide it under a bowl. When someone lights a lamp, she puts it on a table or a desk, and the light illumines the entire house. You are like that illuminating light. Let your light shine everywhere you go, that you may illumine creation, so people everywhere may see your good actions, may see creation at its fullest, may see your devotion to love, and turn and praise the source of love because of you." And now let me share the Message version of the same text. Verse 13 begins, "Let me tell you why you're here." Yes, it really says that. It really says that. "Let me tell you why you are here. You're here to be the salt seasoning that brings out the God or love flavors of this earth. If you lose your saltiness, how will people taste God's lovingness? You've lost your usefulness at that point and will end up tossed out. Here's another way to put it. You're here to be light, to bring out the God or love colors of the world. Love is not a secret to be kept. No, we're going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? No, I'm putting you on a light stand. Now that I've put you there on that hilltop or on a light stand, shine. Be generous with your lives, and by opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up to the source of love." So why is this relevant? Why am I talking about light at this particular moment? Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm talking about light today because my spirit compelled me to share this particular message. Back in October, when I signed up to lead the service, I planned to talk about gratitude. Some of y'all might have saw it listed in the email newsletter. But then I was asked to contribute words to the Canadian Unitarian Council's Sustaining Our Light service. And something about that title sparked something in me. Then, a few days later, I just happened to come across a worship service by a pastor I admire, Reverend William Barber II. He's an American minister that has often been likened to Martin Luther King Jr. And he was preaching a service titled Light of the World. Then a colleague of mine told me they were writing a message about light. Then I happened to pull a tarot card for myself that was specifically about light. So I said, okay, God, I hear you. I'm going to do my sermon on light. And here we are. But what do I mean when I say light? What maybe does the Bible mean when it says light? Defining light in a spiritual or socio-emotional context can be as difficult as defining God or Unitarian Universalism. Answers are broad and varied. But let me tell you a story about how I came to a personally meaningful definition of light. 'Twas the night before the U.S. election, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even okay, I'm playing. I'm kidding. Although there was quite a bit of stirring in my house, more specifically stirring in myself. There was this song by Melanie DeMore that started playing nonstop in my head. It seemed to get louder and louder and louder until the words took hold of my mouth and sung out all on their own. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you, sending you light to hold you in love. I'm sending you light to heal you, to hold you, sending you light to hold you in love. I sang these lyrics over and over and over while thinking about all the people in the world who would be impacted by the election. I thought of immigrants in detention centers because of policies by the current administration. I thought of my trans siblings who lost access to health care as well as our right to join the military. I thought about the Black, Indigenous people of color who would likely suffer even greater violences of white supremacist culture. As a person now living in Ottawa, I thought about U.S. trade agreements with Canada, the rising tensions between Trump and Trudeau. I thought if the election results kept the current president in office, America's economic relationship with Canada could continue to deteriorate. I thought about all of these things as I sang a song sending light to the world while falling asleep. Upon reflection of that experience, I determined that for me, light is another way of saying positive energy, faith, optimism, hopefulness, and most importantly, truth. I realized that when Melanie DeMore's song got stuck in my head, it was my spirit telling me to send positive energy towards the election, to send the spirit of truth to counter the lies being told in the name of greed in an attempt to hold on to power. I was prompted to reach back to my ancestors' faith and believe that we as a people of the global majority, are destined to overcome trials and tribulations. The light of truth was needed to overshadow the fears and anxieties of the greater collective consciousness. The tensions of the time was a catalyst to activate what some might call light workers. Light workers include people who pray, send blessings, hold rituals, sing songs, praise dance, all to invoke the spirit of love to rise up against injustice. Light workers are activists, lawyers, teachers, people who speak truth to power. I like to believe that all Unitarian Universalists are light workers. You, beloved, are the light of the world. You, me, we, all of us are light of the world. And this is important for you to know because as the light of day begins to shorten and the darkness of winter surrounds us, you need to know that you are light. As the coronavirus rages on and families continue to be separated, you are positivity, you are faith personified. And as the war on indigenous bodies, Black bodies, trans bodies, disabled bodies continues to wreak havoc on the world, you are, as our hymn said earlier, a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. This is the fire of your commitment, of our commitment, to let our light shine, to let the truth of our commitment to love and justice be seen like a city on top of a hill. My spirit wants me to tell you that we are not a secret to be kept. No, our light is meant to shine everywhere, so that people may see our good actions, may see creation at its fullest, may see your devotion to love and turn and praise the source of love because of you. When Reverend Barber preached his sermon, he also referenced Matthew 5:13. And he points out what Jesus was saying. I'm going to quote him. Jesus was saying that I need you to know what you are supposed to be doing. You are the light of the world. I don't just need you to be something. I need you to know what you're supposed to be doing with your being. It's not enough to be something. You have to act on an assignment. Knowledge without action is a terrible thing. It's knowledge without action that perpetuates the existence of racism in our world. It's knowledge without action that contributes to the silence in our world on so many issues. It's knowledge without action that continues to oppress the poor and ostracize those on the margins. He continues, and what Jesus is saying, you are the light of the world. Let your light shine that people may see your good works and glorify God. And he calls us to notice that the scripture is written in present tense, meaning we are light right now, not in some distant future, not in the past, but right now. End quote. I believe this is our purpose in the world, our mission, to be light, to bring out the God colors in the world, to be the salt seasoning that brings out the love flavors in this earth. I can't hear y'all through technology, but I'm going to assume that y'all get what I've been saying. But before I finish, I want to share a connection that a friend of mine helped me to see in this text. I was tempted to leave out the part of the scripture that referenced salt because my focus was on light. But when I told my colleague what I was preaching, she pointed out the tangible aspect of salt, the familiarity we humans have with the taste of it. Light, in the context of this message, can be abstract to some, but anybody who's eaten food in the last thousands of years knows what it means to be the salt seasoning of something. Salt draws out the good flavors subtly hidden in food, and it preserves what would otherwise spoil. And we as people who claim to be on the side of love, to be people of love, we do the same thing. We preserve or care for, look after, protect what might otherwise spoil and be ruined. So not only do we shine our light that we may illumine creation, but we also preserve things from going bad. This text is saying so much, and I want to talk so much more about it, but I already feel like this message may be getting a little long for some, and I know that I'm referencing the Bible a lot, which some folks don't really care for. But I just want to make one more connection about salt that my colleagues helped me to see. Salt is also the substance that pours from our bodies when we sweat. When we are working hard and perspiring, we create the substance that Jesus said brings out the God flavoring of earth. At the beginning of my message, I talked about how hard it can be to let my light shine in the face of injustice. It's hard work shining truth in the face of injustice. But now I understand why a spiritually grounded Black man like Toby Nwigwe in America would tell me to shine my light anyway. He understood what I understand now. The sweat of my labors to shine when faced with darkness is the salt that keeps the world from going bad. In closing, I leave you with this. Black, Indigenous, people of color have seasoned and given flavor to nations through salt of our blood, sweat, and tears. Now it is time for you, my beloved white spiritual family, to work harder at shining your light, and may the sweat of your labors season our world with love. Thank you.
I am light. I am light. I am things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I'm not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am 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 divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Today's chalice extinguishing words come from hymn number 345 in Singing the Living Tradition. It is written by Samuel Longfellow. With joy we claim the growing light, advancing thought and widening view, the larger freedom, clearer sight, which from the old unfold the new. With wider view come loftier goal, with fuller light, more good to see, with freedom, truer self-control, with knowledge, deeper reverence be.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Could vida spori de justiça, ternurimo, cielo patuo, source de vie, viens vers moi, viens vers moi.
For the benediction, I offer you adapted words from my beloved mentor, Dr. Ibrahim Baba Farajajeh. Go with light before you, light behind you, light to your left and light to your right, light above you, light below you, light within you, and light on your tongue. I love you. Be light.